It's 1:25 p.m. Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2026. I'm on my way to the gym finally, and I woke up at 4 something, just naturally to go to the bathroom. I went to bed around 9ish, I guess. A little later than usual, but I don't work today. But I work tomorrow. And I had a lot of things to do, so I decided to stay up. I took my 3rd dose of caffeine at just about noon. Was it just about noon or just about 1? Maybe just about 1. Because I want to do a lot more gym. Not 2 a day, obviously. And tomorrow, I'll probably go to the gym later because I work until 2. And then I take the bus, and then it's 1 subway stop from here. So it's close to here than usual. I got cut off. I finished a little earlier. I won't have my big bag with me. So I'll be able to go to the gym that I'm going to now, tomorrow. Also, wait a minute, that means I won't have to do everything today. We'll see how it goes. I just saw a crazy thing that got me crying. There was a drunk guy in the metro, but I didn't pay attention. I didn't. And so the subway is stopping. The security guard comes in and uses walkie-talkie to say, "Oh, here." So they pushed one of the girls to the side and said, and brought the guy out, left his stuff there. One of the other security guards, security officer, was asking as the other security guys were leaving. He was like, "Do we take his stuff?" And they said, "No, leave it there." I'm like, God, you know. Well, actually, one of the maintenance guys came in and just swept it up. Obviously, there were stains there. He was drinking, but it really got to me. Degraded treatment of people. I'm already in the funk, even with the caffeine. This woman was on her phone coming in, sleeveless and all that, and just stands next to me and it's like leaning against me. I was getting really almost angry in the sense, like I really wanted to educate her, I wanted to say to her, "Look, are you trying to have my baby or something? You don't stand next to someone in any Western country. It's not part of the culture. It is if you're trying to flirt." Because I'm under the assumption people don't know. That's why in the subway they have to have like it's like a not a video, but on the intercom, a loop of, this has only been a few weeks, a loop of playing that. When the metro stops, allow the people to come out before you go in. Like, things have to be said because a lot of people do not know. It's a cultural thing, right? Go to Japan and then they have officers pushing you in like sardines. I've been to Mexico on the subway, and it's not a big deal for people to be right next to each other, glued right next to each other. Don't do that in the U.S. or Canada. Well, in the U.S. especially. Here we don't say anything. So, but when I teach my classes, I tell people that because it's part of first aid. I've seen officers here when they're helping people and they're standing above them. It's like you don't do that. You don't know how intimidated and scared the victim is already. Like, people don't read that. Anyways, knowing myself, knowing that I'm already in the funk, that everything's setting me off, I just stood there for a few seconds to not make it seem too brusque, but then I just kind of shifted over so she wasn't leaning on me anymore. I don't even think she even realized. So, whatever. And then another woman pushed around and went to sit down, and she had this wig on, okay? She may have been around in her 70s, near 80s. And it looked nice. It looked like her hair, because it was all gray and stuff, you know, and flowy. But when geriatrics wear wigs, let me repeat. So when geriatrics wear wigs, okay, and it looks good. It did look good, because you could see her scalp. The hair was flowing. It was the right color. She was dressed nicely. So maybe she put in effort. But it's hard to think that an effort, someone who's like pushing 80 would blow dry it with volume and flowy, choppy bangs and all that. And she's like taking her finger and just kind of moving it to the side, her hair. The only issue with it was, well, first of all, she was looking at her, so probably she kind of got a little insecure that I was looking at it. But this part here, who has such a thick frontal area at 80 and you're not Greek? Or you're not Italian? You know, such a low forehead and a thick, abundant forehead that should be at the nape of at the back part of your hair is at the front. No female pattern baldness whatsoever. The hair is not flat at all. It's got volume. And it's flowy as if you were 25, you know? That's the issue. That's what sets it off. Oh, sure. I did know one person in her mid-60s who had, like, amazing hair. But it's rare. She could have gotten it done. But when you see it from the side, it's like, oh. You gotta start tweezing that part to make it thinner so it looks more realistic. But other than that, it was fine. Didn't have anything against her. It's just like, first shot, I see her, I go like, wow, that's some nice hair. And then, nice, scalp, it looked real. And she lifts her head up, I'm like, looking more, and then I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there. Probably there for everyone else. Because I worked when I did the orderly thing at a residence. This one woman came in who kind of resembled that. And she was like saying, yeah, this is a wig. I'm like, oh. In my head, I'm like, no shit. But anyways.